Two Coldplay concert goers caught canoodling during the show at Gillette Stadium in Massachusetts.
Oh, look at these two. All right, come on, you're okay? Oh, what?
The executive at the center of a kiss cam controversy is stepping down.
New development in the Coldplay kiss cam saga that's gone viral.
Coldplay threw a couple on the kiss cam. Turns out they were having an affair? I don't think even Coldplay can fix this.
I feel like this isn't a good way, and if you're gonna get caught cheating, it shouldn't be like this.
Well, maybe he should have thought of that before he was cheating.
He has 2 children, and it appears that they were caught in what appears to be an affair.
Parodies and memes are flooding social media.
Oh, look at these two.
All right, come on, you're okay?
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Kiss Cam is known for its heartwarming moments, but it caught an awkward one at a Coldplay concert. It zoomed in on a couple cuddling, but internet sleuths were quick to work out why they didn't want to be seen.
Don't cheat on your wife. That makes you a scumbag. Let's just start there, full stop. But if you want to be a retarded scumbag, then you can go cheat on your wife at a concert where you're liable to be put on a massive camera in front of everyone, tens of thousands of people here in Boston, watching this.
Yeah. Oh, look at these two. All right, come on, you're okay? Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy. I'm not quite sure.
That's a Coldplay concert, and it is the most viral clip on the internet.
Oh, look at these two. All right, come on, you're okay? Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
Oh, she's talking to her friend. That's her friend.
I'm not quite sure.
She whips her back to the camera.
Yeah.
And he actually bends down to get out of like squatting to get out of the sight. Honestly, they should have listened to me. Look, well, he's really hugging her. It's tight.
Yeah, you just lean in. You have to lean in at that point.
Right?
Oh, look at these two.
In a moment, these lovers won't ever forget.
Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
And one the world can't stop talking about.
I'm not quite sure what to do. Did we rumble in?
Kiss Cam at a Coldplay gig in Boston, and their reactions said it all. They had something to hide.
So here's the update. Because yes, we've already talked about the viral Coldplay kiss cam that blew up the internet. But what just happened? That's next level. Kristin Cabot's husband, Andrew Kitt, the man who helped build her success, the guy who was home with the kids while she made out with her CEO, has finally broken his silence. And his quote is absolutely brutal. She didn't just cheat, she used me. That's what he allegedly told a close friend, and now it's everywhere. And look, we're not just talking about a viral concert moment anymore. This has become one of the most talked about real-life scandals of the year. Both Kristin and Andy have resigned from Astronomer. Her LinkedIn is gone. His tech career? Probably finished. Meanwhile, social media detectives have found screenshots, bank records, even internal Venmo receipts that allegedly show this wasn't some heat-of-the-moment mistake. This was a long-term plan with VIP tickets and a Coldplay soundtrack. So let's break it all down. From the new resignation fallout to the husband's explosive statement, to why this kiss cam clip might go down as the most expensive 30 seconds of awkward cuddling in corporate history. So here's what made this scandal go nuclear. It was just supposed to be another feel-good moment at a Coldplay concert. You know how it goes. Cute couples, big screens, awkward smiles. But when the camera landed on Andy Byron, the CEO of Astronomer, and Kristin Cabot, his head of HR, the crowd didn't cheer. They froze. Then they laughed. Then the internet did what it does best.
Realize they're on camera, then they pull the ripcord on that moment. I don't know where he went. Can you imagine getting busted at a Coldplay concert of all places?
It blew everything up. Chris Martin, mid-performance, looked at the Jumbotron and joked, either they're having an affair or they're just really shy. And that one sentence turned a corporate cuddle into an internet courtroom. Within hours, people weren't just reposting the video. They were investigating. Who are these two? Are they married? Wait, not to each other. It didn't take long for the receipts to surface. Andy Byron, married, kids, public-facing CEO. Kristin Cabot, also married, with 2 children, and the company's top HR executive. And here's what made the backlash even worse. They weren't just co-workers. She reported directly to him. She was the head of people, the person in charge of ethics, employee conduct, and company policy. It wasn't just a bad look, it was a PR disaster. A billion-dollar tech company's top leadership team suddenly under fire for crossing lines they were paid to protect. And the worst part? They weren't even hiding. VIP section, front row, fully visible, like they forgot 60,000 people, and a dozen cameras might be watching. Within 24 hours, the damage was done. The video had racked up millions of views across TikTok, Instagram, and Reddit. It hit mainstream media by morning. And what should have been a slow news week suddenly had a front-page scandal. But while the internet was laughing, mocking, and speculating, one person wasn't saying a word. Andrew Kitt, Kristin's husband. The man she left at home that night, the guy she allegedly replaced with her boss. And what he's just revealed, it makes this entire thing so much worse. Let's talk about the man the internet nearly forgot, until now.
If you're gonna have an affair, why would you bring her to a concert in public where everybody can see you? What if you even ran into someone you knew? Who cares about the Jumbotron? What if you ran into someone you knew? Huh?
Andrew Kitt wasn't some out-of-touch husband sitting clueless at home. He was supposed to be at that concert. That Coldplay ticket, it had his name on it. But sometime between the planning and the event, that changed. Kristin reportedly told him she had a work emergency, something last minute. Said she had to go instead with a colleague. No big deal. Totally normal. Except that colleague turned out to be her married boss. And what started as a lie unraveled into what may be one of the most public betrayals we've ever seen. Andrew wasn't just her husband, he was also her business partner. Since 2020, Kristin had been deeply involved in helping him build Privateer Rum, a premium brand gaining major traction. She managed internal strategy, culture building, hiring. She knew the company inside out. She wasn't just the co-founder's wife. She was embedded in every major decision. And that's what makes this so devastating. Because when the Coldplay video dropped, Andrew wasn't just blindsided emotionally. He was watching his marriage, his business, and his personal life collapse, all in high definition. Sources close to Andrew say the moment he saw the clip, he knew. The body language, the timing, the ticket, it all lined up. And while the world laughed, he reportedly packed up his kids and left the house that same night. But here's where it gets even more personal. According to a family friend, Andrew's reaction wasn't just anger, it was shock, betrayal. He told them, and this quote is spreading like wildfire, "She didn't just cheat, she used me, used him to build a life, to grow a company, to create the illusion of a perfect home, all while allegedly planning her exit behind his back." And the thing is, this betrayal didn't start that night. Because what Andrew didn't know, what we're finding out now, is that Kristin may have been laying the groundwork for this scandal for months. So let's go beyond the kiss, because this wasn't some heat-of-the-moment lapse in judgment.
Forget the Epstein files. I want to see the text messages of that astronomer CEO that got caught cheating at the Coldplay concert.
The deeper we dig, the more it looks like Kristin had been planning this for a while. Bank records reportedly show she opened a separate checking account nearly 6 months before the concert. Real estate filings? They suggest she quietly began liquidating joint assets, shifting funds into that new account, under her name only. And all of this was happening while she was still smiling in family photos, attending school events, and helping Andrew expand the business. She didn't just cheat on her husband, she allegedly built an escape plan behind his back. And here's where it gets even more twisted. The Coldplay concert? It was supposed to be a date night. Sources say Kristin bought 2 VIP tickets weeks in advance. Friends assumed it was for her and Andrew, another couple's night out to celebrate a new deal they just landed. But that second ticket? It wasn't used by Andrew. It was reportedly used by Andy Byron, her boss, and, as we now know, her alleged secret partner. Now imagine this. You're the guy helping your wife grow a business. You're setting up a future, buying a $2 million home in a luxury neighborhood, making plans for a better life for your kids. And meanwhile, the woman you trust most is allegedly trading in your seat. For her CEOs. That's not an affair. That's a double life. And people inside the company say this wasn't even subtle. There were reportedly whispers for months. Conference trips where they were seen arriving, coincidentally, at the same time. Long nights at the office with the lights still on. And yet, nothing official ever came of it. Why? Because Kristin was HR. She was the person employees would have gone to if they had concerns. And when HR is the one crossing lines, that's how scandals stay buried. Until, of course, a kiss cam puts them in the spotlight. But even with all that secrecy, Reddit was already putting the puzzle together.
I would pay to be a fly on the wall in the office.
This is pretty viral stuff. Or do we have to get HR involved? I mean, I know that HR was involved.
The moment that kiss cam clip hit the internet, Reddit kicked into overdrive. And what they found? Honestly, it's wild. Within hours, users were cross-referencing LinkedIn profiles, digging through company bios, and pulling archived photos from astronomers' internal events. What started as a 10-second viral video quickly turned into one of the most crowdsourced investigations in recent internet history. First, someone matched Kristin's face to a 2024 company retreat photo. Then came a flood of screenshots, team outings, tech conferences, after-hours work sessions, where Andy and Kristin seemed just a little too close. Same hotel check-ins, repeated seating placements, matching vacation calendars, and none of this had raised red flags before, because who questions the HR director? But that wasn't even the most damning find. One Reddit thread pointed out that an anonymous employee had posted about executive favoritism at Astronomer months ago, talking about sudden promotions, mysterious calendar blocks, and after-hours meetings that made people uncomfortable. At the time, nobody connected the dots, but now, that post is getting thousands of upvotes as people circle back to what was right in front of them. And then there's the Venmo trail. Yup, someone on TikTok reportedly found public payment logs between Kristin and Andy. Descriptions like dinner, coffee, and one that allegedly read, "Thanks for last night." That one alone set Reddit on fire. But it wasn't just receipts and transactions. There was a third person in the VIP section with them that night, another astronomer employee. You can clearly see her in the footage, sitting just off to the side as the kiss cam moment plays out. She doesn't look shocked. She doesn't interrupt. She just sits there, watching. And now everyone wants to know, was she a lookout, a friend, or just another person caught in the crossfire? Whatever the case, the timeline's coming together. And from what it looks like, this wasn't some office fling that got out of hand. This was coordinated, long-running, protected. But while the internet was piecing together the past, the present was falling apart, fast.
The moral of the story here is, don't get caught on kiss cam. And the tidbit is, that's not his wife.
And can we talk about the employee that was with them? She obviously knows what's going on because she's there.
But apparently, this couple will not be fans of Coldplay for long.
Because behind the scenes, resignations were already underway. By the time most people were done laughing at the kiss cam video, the real-world consequences had already started rolling in. Within 48 hours, Andy Byron resigned from his position as CEO of Astronomer. The company's board didn't sugarcoat it. Their public statement said leadership is expected to set the standard in both conduct and accountability. Translation? You're out. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Kristin Cabot followed shortly after. Sources say she deleted her LinkedIn profile within 12 hours of the video blowing up, but by then it was too late. The screenshots were already saved, circulated, and turned into memes. Internally, Astronomer went into full lockdown mode. Emergency meetings, legal reviews, PR teams scrambling to manage headlines. And yet, it kept getting worse. Social media sleuths uncovered more Venmo exchanges, each one a digital breadcrumb pointing to a long-running relationship. Then came rumors of office security footage, hallway cameras capturing late-night visits, extended strategy sessions, and behavior that clearly pushed past the boundaries of professional conduct. And the public? They didn't hold back. The hashtags #Coldplay Cuddlegate and #HR on the Jumbotron started trending. TikTok creators reenacted the moment. A Boston-based runner even made GPS art out of the drama, drawing two stick figures hugging with a heart between them. Yeah, it's reached that level. But behind the memes and memes and memes, the damage was real. Astronomer's valuation reportedly took a hit. Partner companies backed off. Internally, employees demanded answers about ethical breaches and favoritism, and HR departments everywhere were suddenly getting very nervous about their own leadership dynamics. And that's just the corporate side. Because while Andy and Kristin were getting dragged online, their spouses, Andrew Kitt and Megan Byron, were dealing with something way more personal. And for Andrew, this wasn't just a betrayal. It was a dismantling of everything he'd built. with the woman he thought would never turn on him. And when he finally spoke up, the internet stopped scrolling. Section 6. Andrew finally breaks his silence. For weeks, Andrew Kitt said nothing, while news outlets ran headlines about Kristin and Andy, and while TikTok flooded with breakdowns, theories, and reenactments, he stayed quiet. No interviews, no statements, no social posts, just silence, but now we know why. He was processing something deeper than public humiliation.
They had like the kiss cam kind of thing that goes around that zeroed in on this one couple.
This wasn't just about a viral kiss cam. For Andrew, it was the realization that his entire life had been staged by someone he trusted more than anyone. And when he finally broke his silence, he didn't hold back. According to a close family source, Andrew allegedly said, "She didn't just cheat, she used me." And that quote hit the internet like a lightning bolt, because it reframes everything. This wasn't just a wife sneaking around. This was a woman who used their marriage as a cover, who helped him build a business, raise kids, buy a multi-million-dollar home, and all the while was allegedly setting up her own exit strategy. Let's not forget, Kristin wasn't just involved in the business, she was a core part of it. From HR systems to staffing strategy to investor relations, Andrew trusted her with every moving part of his company. And now, that business may be collapsing under the weight of the scandal. The $2 million colonial they just closed on, neighbors say it's become a ghost house. Andrew reportedly moved out the same week the story broke. One neighbor even told reporters the house feels like a museum of betrayal. Every photo on the wall, every room planned for their future, all of it. Now a reminder of the deception. And for Andrew, the worst part wasn't the kiss. It was the realization that his wife had allegedly repurposed their life together as a smokescreen, that she had traded his trust, their family, and everything they'd built for a 30-second Jumbotron moment with another man. So now the question isn't whether she lied, it's how long she was pretending.
They don't even get caught if they're just both at the concert together. They only get caught because they're openly canoodling at the concert. It betrays a lack of respect for any sort of judgment, but also for a basic value system.
And what else she's still hiding? Once Andrew's quote hit the surface, it was game over for sympathy. "She used me." That one line became a rallying cry across Reddit, Twitter, and TikTok. And just like that, the internet turned what started as a messy office affair into a full-blown cultural reckoning. Because this wasn't just about two execs caught being unprofessional. It was about trust, power, ethics, and how fast your private life can become public property. Reddit threads exploded with theories, timelines, and memes, but also something deeper, moral outrage. Especially once people realized Kristin was literally the company's head of HR. The same person who enforced workplace boundaries was the one allegedly breaking them. Some users called it the most ironic HR scandal of the decade. Others flat out said it confirmed their worst fears about corporate culture. When the people at the top think the rules don't apply to them, everyone else pays the price. But it wasn't just Reddit fueling the fire. TikTok creators launched entire mini-series recreating the timeline. Twitter turned Chris Martin's one-liner into a meme template. Even LinkedIn, usually the most boring corner of the internet, had posts from HR professionals weighing in on what this kind of betrayal does to workplace culture. One HR exec wrote, "This is why employees don't trust HR, because the people running it can't even follow their own code of conduct." That post, over 10,000 likes in a day. Meanwhile, Andy Byron's attempt to salvage his reputation, not going well.
The CEO of a billion-dollar business is in damage control after his affair with a colleague was exposed, of all places, on Kiss Cam.
Reports say he briefly considered suing Coldplay for emotional distress and invasion of privacy. But legal analysts were quick to shut that down, because when you're in a public place with cameras rolling and you lean into your HR chief mid-song, there's not much legal ground to stand on. And maybe that's why this story won't die down, because this wasn't a glitch. It was a pattern, a string of choices made in secret, exposed in public, and judged by millions of strangers in real time. And now, with 2 marriages destroyed, 2 careers over, and a company scrambling to recover, the only question left is, so where does this all go from here? At this point, both Andy Byron and Kristin Cabot are officially out, resigned, removed, erased from the Astronomer website and their leadership bios. Byron's replacement, interim CEO Pete DeJoy, is now stuck cleaning up what many insiders are calling the most embarrassing PR disaster in the company's history. And as for their personal lives, sources say Andy's wife, Megan Byron, has removed his last name from all her social media accounts. Kristin has reportedly been spotted in New Hampshire, alone, no ring, and definitely not back at the $2 million dream home she once shared with Andrew. That house? According to neighbors, it hasn't been touched since Andrew moved out. No cars, no lights, just the eerie silence of a life that got publicly detonated.
Now, a US tech company boss has been suspended. That's after a viral video appeared to show him hugging a woman at a Coldplay concert. Astronomer says that its chief executive, Andy Byron, has been put on leave, although the company stopped short of confirming if he is the one captured in the footage. The video, which appears to show Byron embracing the company's HR director, was shown on a giant screen at the concert in Boston.
And the ripple effects don't stop there. Employees inside Astronomer are allegedly demanding a full internal review, asking how long leadership knew about the relationship and why no action was taken earlier. Legal experts say if any favoritism, harassment, or compliance violations are proven, there could be serious consequences beyond just public backlash. As for lawsuits, so far nothing's been filed, but don't count them out. Kristin could, in theory, claim workplace pressure or power imbalance. Andy could try to argue breach of privacy, though most experts agree that case would be dead on arrival. And Andrew? He may not sue, but the court of public opinion is firmly on his side. And that might be the most powerful leverage of all. This entire scandal is already being studied as a case study in digital age implosions. One public kiss, a camera, 60,000 fans. And now, 2 broken marriages, 2 lost careers, a damaged brand, and a billion-dollar business in recovery mode. And as it stands, this story is far from over. 1 kiss, caught on camera, and in 30 seconds, 4 lives changed forever. Kristin didn't just lose a marriage, she lost a reputation, a career, and the trust of the man who helped build her success. And Andrew? He didn't just get betrayed, he got broadcast. In the age of viral receipts and internet detectives, nothing stays hidden for long. And if you use the people closest to you, eventually the truth uses you back. This isn't just a scandal, it's a warning.